Happy birthday. So is a reason to smile when you think at Kotoko's greatness. The thing with sports is that you lose today, you win tomorrow. The thing with sports is that you have a great time yesterday and then today is not so great. If you love the club, if you love the sport, if you understand where it started from, in the case of Asante Kotoko back in 1935, then you have something to hold on to. I say happy birthday. There have been so many great moments in Kotoko's history, and it means different things to different people. I always try to separate myself, even though I am a supporter, understanding that to be a supporter is one thing, and to be an administrator is another thing completely different. The two can converge, but you need to be motivated. You may have your philosophy, you may have your idea as to how Kotoko can reach its greatness again, but it must also be born out of history, what you remember, who drove you. In my time, there were 2 or 3 people in particular who always served to remind me. The players, we had too many great players. And you could actually close your eyes and think about some of their greatness, the things that they did. The matches against El Ali, against Hearts of Oak, against other African giants over the decades that established the folklore that is Asante Kotoko. So the players, it would take too long to go through all of them. But the administrators, the temporary custodians at the time, and I remember getting involved with Kotoko and being spoken to by very eminent people in Ghana today, at the time, just reminding me of the history. And how could I forget? I gave up my seat for the great Chairman, the chairman of Asante Kotoko's winning days in the 70s. And I made sure he took my seat in the stadium before every match. He had achieved something. And that greatness would always go down. I had great respect for Herbert Mensah, who never won the Africa Cup. But he laid the way, the investments he made, the vision that he had at the time. Some controversial, but it laid a mark that if you want to bring about change, you have to do things that are completely differently. And you have to have the authority and the charisma to be able to hold things together, which laid the way in many ways for Bewa and the success in 1983. Kotoko has had its ups and downs, but it's an institution that will outlive every custodian of the club. Everybody who comes in my case is the chairman and then the chief executive of the club. We come, we go. The club always remains. And I just say, if you love Kotoko, you have to stand by it. Good times will come, and so will bad times. But Kotoko will always be there, and I say happy birthday. Before I leave, I say that this year my heart has gone out to people like Godfrey Yeboah, who we brought into Kotoko, who sadly passed away. And I know that Champion Ablode's mother has recently passed away, and I say my heart goes out to them, to all of those who've lost souls, as well as those, the victims of the May 9th disaster, and those who as well who got injured when I first came to Kotoko and the riots at Menchia. I say everybody join me at this time in saying happy birthday to everybody, in wishing Asante Kotoko well now and in the future. Happy birthday to a great club, a special club. Will always rise. It doesn't matter what happens. Happy birthday.